Thanks. Oh, we're gonna be late.
For what?
Law club.
Who cares? Should never join that thing in the first place. It takes too much time.
Did you ever get that urge to just drop out of school?
No, and neither should you. I mean, you're top of the class. I break my back and I barely get by.
Well, maybe I could help you.
Really?
Sure. But how would you like to see a good art film tonight?
I don't know.
What about going with me or seeing the movie?
Well, I love good art.
Don't answer now. Look, I tell you what, I'll take you to lunch after law club. Anywhere you want, and we'll talk about it then.
Anywhere I want to go?
Yeah, anyway. I mean, practically. I need tuition money.
Oh.
I was cross-examining this widow one time, and I was pretty sure she had killed her husband. She was a little tiny woman. She kept crying into her handkerchief, and I was afraid if I went straight at her, the jury might get mad at me. So I stayed on the slow side to keep the jury on my side, and I was able to show reasonable doubt, and that's all a defense attorney has to do. Yeah, Mark?
Have you ever seen the perfect murder?
Well, I've seen cases that were never solved.
Yeah, but people do get away with it.
Well, sometimes.
It happens a lot.
More than we need.
How do they pull it off? What do they do?
Well, sometimes they get lucky. But with the advances in forensics, the body alone can provide enough evidence to identify the killer.
So for a person to commit the perfect murder, the first thing they'd have to do is get rid of the body, right?
Well, I'd say that'd be a start in the right direction. But just because there's no body doesn't mean somebody won't be convicted, because there have been cases like that.
Well, what if you have a motive? I mean, you really hate somebody and you want to kill him.
How you do it?
Yeah, how do you do it?
How you do it? Is this a personal question? Well, I guess most killers make a mistake. But I suppose if theoretically, if you wanted to kill somebody, you'd first have to have a motive, so you'd want to do it. Then you'd find somebody to kill.
And you'd have to get rid of the body.
Yeah, you'd get rid of the body and then try to frame somebody else.
But the person you frame has got to have the motive and the means and the opportunity to commit the crime, right?
Yeah, of course.
Well, have you ever heard of anyone that made a knife out of ice and then melted the murder weapon?
No.
So either no one's ever done it, or it's such a good trick, no one's ever gotten caught.
Spoken like a true liar.
Ben Matlock likes to talk. Seems to work for him. Let's try to get him in. You buy.
It's crowded. Maybe there's a table in the back.
Hey, Carol. Let's go have lunch.
Thanks, Eddie, I can't.
Oh, you can't? Oh, what? He won't let you?
I'm having lunch with Mark.
Okay. We'll have dinner then. 8 o'clock.
Eddie, I told you. It's over. That's it.
It's over? We're over? After 6 months? No. We had a fight. Who doesn't fight? But it's not over.
Hey, you don't seem to get it, do you? She doesn't want to see you anymore. Why don't you just get out of her way?
Hey, look, guys. It talks.
You got a really big mouth.
You're beginning to annoy me.
Move it.
See you around.
Leave me alone. Just leave me alone.
What's going on?
Hey, Eddie! I thought we were going to the lake early. Hey, Eddie, where are you? Eddie! Eddie! Eddie!
The papers are to be on Locke, Hume, any of the English philosophers.
You want to talk to me?
Yes. Want to sit down?
Oh, no.
Since you last spoke to the law club, one of our students by the name of Eddie Price has disappeared.
Yeah?
Yes, Eddie Price's roommate found blood on the floor of the garage and a broken beer bottle nearby.
You think he was killed?
I don't know. He's gone. Police have been searching for him for 5 days. They haven't found him.
Maybe he just took off.
Yes, but he left behind his glasses and an uncashed scholarship check.
Without a body, murder's hard to prove.
So I've been told. The police were here and we talked. Ben, I think you had a hand in this.
What did I do?
Well, from what I hear, you you all but gave your class a blueprint of how to commit a perfect murder.
Wait a minute. I'm talking to these freshmen on criminal law. We talk about murder, crimes of all kinds.
Yes, but if one of your students took what you said and went out and killed...
That's garbage and you know it.
Well, now, just take it easy.
You teach physics. Your students don't build nuclear bombs.
Well, this is different.
It's not different.
Look, these are young, impressionable boys and girls.
Well, I'm just talking to these kids as a favor. The police think I'm in on this?
Well, now, I didn't say you did it intentionally.
I'm saying I didn't do it at all. Daggone. Daggone. Look down that lonesome road before you travel on. Look up, see your maker, for Gabriel was his home. Weary, daggone.
You sound sad.
Oh, Leanne. I tried to do a public service, and I wind up sticking my foot right in it.
What in the world did you do?
Well, I'm talking to these freshmen over at college, law club.
Yeah.
And I'm talking to them about criminal law.
Yeah.
And one of them asked me if I've ever seen a perfect murder.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I told them that I had. And one of them, a fellow named Eddie something. Nobody said, but I get the feeling that people didn't like him.
Uh-huh.
Kind of a jerk.
Right.
Well, anyway, he turned up missing, and they found some blood and a broken beer bottle in his garage.
Do they think he was killed?
Well, they don't know. They didn't find the body, and he's been gone for 5 days.
Oh, the perfect murder, no body.
Yeah. Dean Rutledge says that he thinks that maybe somebody did it because of what I said. And he said the police think maybe that happened too.
Oh, Dad, I'm so sorry.
Oh, why couldn't I have just said, why don't we talk about something else? Or let's sing The Sweetheart of Sigma Chi or something.
How dare they blame this on you? I mean, here you are giving your valuable time trying to teach a bunch of freshmen about law. One of them asks you a question. I mean, Dad, I know you. You're not going to tell them to go fishing. You're going to answer their question.
Well,
I mean, you are a citizen performing a public service. One of them disappears. They don't know if he's murdered or not, and they blame this on you?
yeah.
It's not right.
No.
It is just not right.
No, it's not.
When do you see these kids again?
Tomorrow, I'm supposed to.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm going with you. I'm Leanne McIntyre, and that's my dad. As some of you may know, his integrity and his judgment are being challenged. That is, one of your fellow classmates, Eddie Price, is missing. Some people say that happened because of something my father said to you. Now, we've got several possibilities. Mr. Price could have gone off somewhere. We'll find out. Or this could be a practical joke. We'll find out. By the way, if this is a joke, whoever pulled it will be out of this school faster than you can say Dave Justice. And last, but certainly not least, Mr. Price could be dead. Maybe someone killed him. Maybe one of you. We'll find out. All of you are members of this law club. I assume that means you want to learn something about law. Well, you're going to, because you're going to help us. When I say we'll find out, I mean all of us. Me, my dad, and you. Could you hold your question for just a second? Here's what we need you to do. You're going to do what we do. You're going to ask questions and get answers from anybody, from each other, and you're going to start today. Now, you had a question.
Yeah. If Eddie is dead, when was he killed?
As near as the police can tell, around 8 o'clock on Tuesday night.
But you said that your father's integrity and judgment are being challenged?
It's been suggested that something my father said to you in regards to perfect murders prompted whatever happened to Eddie Price.
I don't believe that.
Neither do I.
But you think there's some truth to that?
I don't know.
I get the feeling from your daughter's speech that we're all suspects.
Oh, you betcha. Well, that's it for today. We'll meet tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. at 1015 Willow Springs Road. I suggest you write this down. That's my dad's house and our office. Oh, and for your information, we've been in touch with the police, and they know all about this. So if you don't show up or decide not to cooperate, that makes you all the more suspect. See you tomorrow.
Thanks. Well, kids as investigators, that's a first for us.
Well, they are freshmen in college. Makes it that much easier to keep an eye on them. Hi, I'm Leanne McIntyre.
Hi.
I'm looking into the disappearance of Eddie Price. I spoke to you this morning.
Yes, ma'am.
You play?
Yeah.
So you and Eddie went to school together?
Yeah.
You two were good friends?
Uh-huh.
You ever answer a question with more than one word?
Sure.
Good. Here's a little test. How long did you and Eddie live together?
2 years.
Very good. I understand Eddie wasn't a very nice guy.
Depends.
On what?
Who you ask.
Well, let's just say I was going to ask somebody that didn't like him. What would they say?
I don't like him.
Why?
He liked to chase other guys' girls.
That bother you?
Why?
Why what?
Why would it bother me?
Did he ever go after your girl?
No.
Was there ever anyone you knew who went crazy when Eddie stole their girl?
Yeah?
Who?
Bobby. Simpson.
Bobby Simpson. What girl did Eddie steal from Bobby Simpson?
Carol Thompson.
When Eddie stole Carol from Bobby, what did he do? Did he go what?
Ballistic.
Ballistic. Great. It's been wonderful talking to you. I may want to talk to you again.
Sure.
Thank you. Anyway, let me know if you hear anything, please.
Yeah. Okay.
What are you doing here?
Taking a look at the scene of the crime. What about you?
Yeah, I figured that whoever killed Eddie, if he's even dead, had to kill him in the garage and move the body. I don't think anybody carried a dead body down the street, so I figured that there had to be a car.
Very good, Sherlock.
Sherlock?
Got any leads?
No. No, I was just going around house to house asking if anybody saw anything.
You know, Mark, everyone saw Eddie dump that beer over your head.
I know that. I know. Half the law club was there when that happened.
Police talk to you?
Yeah?
I guess you got a good reason to be nervous.
I'm not nervous, Don. Look, I'm doing this because I was told to and because I want to.
Hi. I love to play football.
They don't let girls in their game.
We ought to do something about that.
Yeah. But you're not here to talk about football.
No. I want to know a little bit more about Eddie Price.
Well, he wasn't the kind of boy you'd take home to mother. My parents hated him.
Why's that?
I don't know. He was wild. Unpredictable.
And you like that?
I guess. He wanted what he wanted when he wanted it.
Sounds like trouble to me.
Wasn't there some guy you knew you shouldn't be with, but you just kept going back?
Yeah, I guess I've known a couple of those.
Every girl should.
So how did Bobby feel when you dumped him for Eddie?
He didn't like it. Why are you looking at me?
Just wondering.
Why would I want to kill Eddie? I didn't do it. I was at the library studying from 6 to 11. And if you don't believe me, you can ask Debbie Glazer. We were together.
He poured beer over my head. I might have slashed his tires or keyed his car.
He humiliated you in front of Carol.
I didn't kill him. What, would you kill somebody for pouring beer over your head?
Where were you the night he died?
I was at home working out.
Alone?
Yes, alone.
No alibi?
Hey, I saw you at the cafe, Bobby. For all I know, you might be trying to frame me.
Bobby, I spoke to Buddy Hart, Eddie's roommate. He said you hated Eddie because he took Carol from you.
Hated? Isn't that a little overstated?
Bobby, you said you wanted to kill him.
Time out here. Okay, I was madder than hell when Carol first dumped me, but that was a long time ago. You may not believe this, honey, but guys do get over you.
Say Eddie's dead, if he is dead. Would you be glad?
You know what? I don't like being treated like a suspect.
Don't you get it? We're all suspects.
Okay, at the time Eddie was killed, I was home, studying.
Alone?
Alone, yes. And I don't have an alibi either. You know what? I'm out of here. You guys want to play their game. You know, that's your problem.
Hey, Bobby. I can prove he was home. We live in the same apartment complex. My parking space is right across from Bobby's, and on the night we're talking about, I went in and out a couple of times, and his car was always there.
You sure?
I'm positive.
There were a lot of cars. How can you be sure Bobby's was there?
Well, it's a '67 Mustang convertible. Cherry.
Does that mean it's in good shape or the color?
Both.
Okay, I think we better stop for today. Come on.
Okay.
Wait. I need to tell you before you find out, Eddie kind of stole one of my girls.
Yeah, well...
Who?
Patty.
You went out with Patty.
Yeah. I was going to break up with her, and then Eddie stepped in, and she went with him.
Were you upset?
No. And it didn't kill him, if he's dead.
Well, where were you that night?
Carol, you know I was in the play. I was in the theater department's production of a musical called The Ball. Still am.
Oh, you act?
And sing.
Ah.
Well, thank you, Don, for that. And as Leanne said, tomorrow hot and heavy.
Okay.
Okay.
See you later.
Bye.
See.
Bye.
What do you think?
Oh, I'd love to see Don act and sing.
30 minutes to curtain, everybody.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Could you tell me if there was a production of the play last Thursday night?
Yeah, there's Thursday through Sunday, 4 shows a week.
Was Don Hubbard in the production last Thursday night?
I guess.
You guess? Is he in the play?
He's in the chorus.
The chorus, okay. Any of them here?
Yeah, but it's before the show, and we can't just...
I'm Leanne McIntyre. I'm investigating the disappearance of Eddie Price.
Oh. Then you haven't seen the show.
No, I haven't.
Come on here. There you go. The ball is a masquerade.
I see.
Of course, I am blessed. Oh, you are?
Hello. I'm looking for Don Hubbard.
Leanne. Hi.
Hi.
Listen, let me take you out to dinner after the show.
Do you wear that mask for the whole play?
How about coffee?
Don?
You came to find out if I was here that night?
Yes. Do you wear the mask for the whole play?
Yes.
Then how could anyone know you were here? I mean, even the person standing next to you wouldn't know it was you.
I guess that's true.
Never been in a police station before.
Look, maybe we should just leave.
No, come on. You wanted to talk to him, so let's talk to him. Let's go.
Hi, Steve. You
You remember Carol Thompson and Mark Randall?
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Look, have you finished questioning everybody in the law club?
Yes.
Do you have any suspects?
We were hoping you could bring us up to date on your investigation.
You pretty well know what we know. We've made an extensive search for the body and have come up with nothing. We pieced together the broken beer bottle that was found on the floor of the garage. There's no identifiable prints so far.
And you've checked the hospitals?
Florida, Georgia, and South Carolina.
You're going to continue the investigation?
Yeah.
Why would you pursue this when you don't know if he's dead?
Eddie Price has been missing for 10 days. He's without his wallet, his glasses, and none of his credit cards have been used. I think it's fair to assume that he was murdered.
But without a body, you can't go to trial.
That's not true. Murder cases do go to trial without a body. In Los Angeles, the Beverly Hills Boys Club case, they were convicted, no body. And in San Diego, against a police officer, they convicted, no body. And there's another possibility. Bodies show up. Weeks, months later, they're found.
Who are the suspects?
You asked that already.
I know, but I think we have the right to know if we're being
You'll
investigated.
be told at the appropriate time.
Okay, thank you, Steve. We should go.
I'm sorry I lost it the other day.
Well, I could have handled it better myself. So I hear you've started a little investigation?
Yeah, I've got to look into this.
I know. The reason I called you is because I remembered something that I should have told you.
How about a hot dog?
Well...
2 all the way.
Did you ever hear of the Charles Weber Scholarship?
No?
At the end of the first semester, we give it to the most deserving freshmen. Now, Mark Randall was one of the 2 finalists for the award.
Did you get it?
No. Eddie Price did. But I was the one that had to tell Mark that he lost out.
How'd he take it?
Badly. He was very upset. You see, Mark figures that Eddie had sabotaged his chances by accusing him of cheating.
Sounds like something Eddie would do.
Maybe. But it had nothing to do with our decision. Now, I tried explaining this to Mark, but he just wouldn't believe me. He became very angry.
How angry?
Very. Then later, I heard there was some kind of fight.
Why didn't you tell us you had a fight with Eddie?
Because it wasn't a real fight. I pushed him. He poured beer over my head. I didn't kill him.
Mark.
No. Wait, you're putting together a circumstantial case against me just because I can't prove where I was the night that Eddie disappeared? Well, neither can Bobby.
Yes, but we know where his car was.
And Dot says that he was in the play, but who knows that for sure? The whole chorus wears masks.
Carol, I did what you suggested, and I called your friend Debbie Glazier.
And she told you we were studying together.
Yes, but she remembers something you don't.
Well, what?
When you and Debbie came out of the library that night at 11 o'clock, your car wasn't in the spot where you said you'd parked it.
I forgot where I parked my car. I didn't think it was important.
Was another car parked where you thought yours was?
Well, yeah, I guess.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Carol, I mean, I'm not an overpriced criminal lawyer, but I doubt you misplaced your car. I think it was in the wrong spot for another reason.
What reason?
You moved it.
Are you crazy? I was in the library studying.
Obviously only part of the time. I think you left the library. You went somewhere, you came back and found that someone was in your spot. So you had to park elsewhere.
Are you calling me a liar? How dare you?
Carol, you hated Eddie Price. I mean, you dumped Bobby for him, and then Eddie treated you like crap.
Would you look at her? Do you really think that Carol could have moved Eddie's body?
Can we stop? I've had all I can handle for now. See ya.
Go ahead.
do that to me?
Do what, sweetheart?
Where'd you get off accusing me of murder?
Hey, it's just a joke.
Oh, yeah, it was really funny.
Hey, Mark! Hey, Mark, hey! What the hell are you doing?
Whoever killed Eddie, they had to move the body and there had to be blood, so it's just looking to see.
Looking in my car? You were looking for blood in my car? You think I killed Eddie Price? Huh? Cut it out! Cut it off!
Hey, Brian, you two. Hey. Whoa.
What's going on?
He saw me at the cafe and he knew about the fight over the scholarship. He knew if anything happened to Eddie, I would be the likeliest suspect.
It's really creative, Mark. You know, you could have a real future in fiction. You're up for the show. I'll leave tickets at the door.
Nobody can confirm that Don was at the theater that night.
What do you think?
I don't like that guy. I really don't. Hi. I'm a friend of Don Hubbard's. Could you tell me where I might find him?
Sure. Round the back. Just follow the yellow brick road.
Thanks. Hi, Don.
What are you doing here?
Hi. Wow. You must be Karen Williams. Mm-hmm. You're a very lucky guy, Don. Not only is your friend attractive, she also pays you $4,000 a month.
What are you talking about?
I went to your bank. Their friendly computer shows that Ms. Williams here makes monthly deposits into your account. What do you do for that money, Don?
Why don't you leave?
Darling, my honor doesn't need defending. See what the lady wants.
What do you want? I told you where I was the night Eddie Price died.
But no one can verify that.
What night was that?
The 30th.
I was on stage.
He was there. The 30th was my birthday, and I went to the play and then brought him home.
How would you know that was Don on stage?
Oh, I'd know Don no matter what he has on. Besides, you see that bracelet? He was wearing it. I gave it to him for my birthday.
Ah. Well, happy belated birthday.
Here she goes. Here.
Got here as fast as I could. What's up?
I want to look inside your car.
In my car? Why is he searching my car?
Well, he thinks the reason your car wasn't where you remembered parking it that night at the library might have something to do with the murder.
Hey, Leanne, look at that.
What's that?
Something shiny on that gas pedal.
What's that shiny spot on your gas pedal?
I don't know.
Looks like varnish.
How'd varnish get on my gas pedal?
Now, this is not a court of law. This is just a bunch of us having a discussion, okay?
Okay.
And so I'll ask some questions, and why don't I'll start with Bobby.
Fire away.
Okay. Okay. Now, you and Carol used to date.
Yeah, we went out for a while.
Well, how long is a while?
A little over a year.
Oh, for a fellow your age, a year's a long time. You must have thought quite a lot of her.
I did. I still do.
Who caused the breakup between you?
She did.
Could you tell us why Carol wanted to break it off with you?
Carol said that she felt that she was just too young to handle a commitment.
Oh. That's not what a young man in love with a girl wants to hear, is it?
I understood.
You understood that the girl you loved wanted to play the field?
I understood that she felt that she was too young to tie herself down.
But she did. Didn't she? I mean, the day after you broke up with her, she started going out with Eddie Price.
Yeah.
Make you mad?
I told you before, I was angry. Yeah, but that went away.
Yeah. Now, the night Eddie disappeared, you were in your room studying.
Yes.
The proof we have of that is that your car was parked down front.
That's right, it was.
Well, how about Carol's car that night? Did you drive it?
No, I didn't. I told you I was at home, so...
This is the gas pedal off Carol's car. You see that shiny spot right there?
Yeah, I see it.
I think that's varnish. What about you?
Could be.
Yeah. And and this is
What are you doing with my shoe?
I borrowed it.
What the hell is going on? I don't have to sit here and answer your questions. I'm out of here.
Hey, Bob. You got something to hide?
No, but...
Then sit down, answer the man's questions.
Who is he to interrogate me like this?
Look, Bobby, if you haven't done anything wrong, then you got nothing to worry about.
It's up to you. Now, a lot of this is supposition, but I think it'd be good for all of you in law club to see how a lawyer might put a case together if you decide to go ahead and go into law. So, you see this shiny spot here on the bottom of your running shoe?
I see it.
I think that's varnish, too. I think it's the same varnish that's on the gas pedal from Carol's car. Your uncle owns a speedboat, doesn't he? An old mahogany inboard?
Yeah, he does.
Are you aware that on September 30th, at 5 o'clock in the evening, a fresh coat of varnish was applied to that boat?
No, I wasn't.
I believe the varnish on that boat is the same as the varnish on your running shoe and the gas pedals from Carol's car.
That doesn't prove anything.
No, maybe not. But according to your uncle, that varnish was applied between 5 and 6:30 that evening and would have been dry by 1 o'clock in the morning. And that means that you might have stepped on that boat that evening. Did you lie about staying home and studying, Bobby?
No.
And you said you didn't drive Carol's car that evening, but there's that varnish on the gas pedal. Did you lie again?
No.
Well, I think you might have killed Eddie. think you might have slipped out of your apartment that night. You didn't take your car because you knew that somebody might notice it was gone. I think you might have used the keys to Carol's car that she gave you when you were dating. I think you might have driven her car out of the parking lot at the library, over to Eddie's house, killed him, put him in the car, driven him to the boat, taken him out to sea, and dumped his body overboard.
You're dreaming, Mr. Matlock.
As we were discussing here in law club that day, I don't think there is such a thing as perfect murder. I mean, usually something is overlooked or missed, or sometimes something unexpected happens, like maybe when you drove Carol's car back to the parking lot at the library, somebody was in her spot, so you had to park somewhere else. Maybe she came out and forgot where she had parked. Nobody would have thought anything about it, except that night, a murder may have been committed. And so everything, no matter how small, had a spotlight on it. Did you drive Carol's car with Eddie's body to the boat that night?
You can't prove that I killed Eddie Price. Mr. Matlock, you can't prove that Eddie's dead.
No, I can't. There's no body. There may never be a body. I was just making suppositions. But I tell you, as sure as we're all sitting here, if I'm making these suppositions, the police will too. Well, I guess that's it for me and your law club. I can't say it's an experience I've enjoyed. I'll never forget it. I'm sure you won't either. So I wish you all well, and goodbye.
So what do you think?
Well, I don't know. I tried to do something good, and I wound up sticking my foot right in it.
You did something good.
Well, yeah, but if the boy died, then maybe something I said did have something to do with it. Maybe not, but I wish I'd just taught him how to make cornbread.
You don't make good cornbread.
You know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, I know you, Dad, and I know what you're going to do. You're going to moan and groan and carry on like this, and the minute somebody asks you to teach a class or sweep out of school, you're going to say yes.
Well,
we've had plenty of talks about this. It's called giving something back to your community, remember?
yeah, but this time I did stick my foot right in it.
Well, maybe next time you won't.
Yeah, maybe not.
Maybe not.
You want to go back?
No.